What's up, boys? It's your boy Bouncy here with another set review for Set 3 Raging Roar of Dragon Ball Fusion World, but this time with the yellow cards. Let's get started. I'm not that big of a yellow player myself. I only started playing yellow just because of the Vegeta leader. I like Vegeta, you know, as a character. That's what got me to actually play the deck, or play this color. But yeah, let's get started. Our first off, obviously we start with the leader, the new yellow leader for Set 3, which is Babidi. Same thing, 15k on attack, draw, awakens at 4 life, normal leader on the front, right? But on the back we have Majin Buu. On attack, draw. End of turn, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less, and Wicked Soul or Evil Wizard in their special traits from your hand. Now, it's a decent effect, I would like to say. It's not as impactful as the first 2 leaders we have. Okay, I wouldn't say first 2. We have like 4 leaders now for yellow, but like Frieza and Vegeta is what I mean. Like, Frieza and Vegeta are just, I feel like just 100 times better right now. It really depends on Majin Buu's like pool of 2-drops that he can summon for free at end of turn, whether this will be good or not. The only thing is, again, he summons a 2-drop. Most 2-drops are kind of unimpactful, you know, and if it could summon any true 2-drop without like the Wicked Soul or Evil Wizard, I think it would be a good leader. But the fact that it's only locked to these traits makes it feel very, I don't know, very dependent on the card pool, you know. But hey, I can't be mad. This alternate art Buu looks amazing. I love Buu, I love the Buu saga, I love the Cell saga, the Droid saga as well. But yeah, he's one of my favorite villains, and I think he's just such an awesome character. Unfortunately, I'm gonna just put him at a B- in my opinion. I've looked at some of the cards for Set 3, the 2 costs as well in yellow, and they're very mid, not gonna lie. Alright, next up we have Spopovich. 2 costs, 20k, 5k combo. On play, choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with a cost of 1 or less and KO. It's very You can play it off Buu, which is nice, but rest mode cost 1 or less. I don't know what 1 or less is gonna be rested, but this is a target for Buu. C-. Yeah, that's what I think of this card, really. Next up, we have a Son Goku card. 3 costs, 25. 5k combo. It has blocker, end of your turn, pay 2, draw 1 card, then switch this card to active mode. So, obviously you play this in Yellow Vegeta, because Yellow Vegeta leader says end of turn, stand 2 of your energy, restand 2 of your energy at end of turn, right? So what you do is you do Vegeta effect first, then you do this effect, pay 2, draw a card, then restand it, right? I just feel like you don't want to be using this effect. You have better things to do than do that. This is like, okay, waste my leader effect on the draw. You'd much rather leave that energy open to play an play an extra card that you could use to protect your units. So yeah, I'm not very high on this card either. It's a C-, but it is definitely higher than Spopovich. So, alright, next up we have Dabura. 2 costs, 20k, 5k combo. Blocker, on block, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 2 or less, and switch it to rest mode. Play it off Buu, it's a blocker. If it doesn't get killed, great, now you rest one of their 2-drops, right? It's alright. It's not great, but you know, could be worse. It could be on KO, do a thing, you know? So yeah, okay, it's a C. I honestly, because I don't have to pay for its effective type when I go through, it's a C. It's just a C. It's kind of mid-average. If you want to know as well what all these rankings mean, I'm gonna put it in the description below. But yeah. Next up, we have 3 cost, 20k, 5k combo, Dabura again. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less of Wicked Soul. And its special traits from your hand is a raccoon, 2 bodies for the price of 3 energy. This is basically a 5 energy play. Very good, very nice. It's I just hope we actually get a good 2 cost that we can play. You know, like Ginyu from set 1. Ginyu is what made Frieza broken, man. But yeah. Next up, 2 cost, 5k, 5k combo, barrier, auto, once per turn. An opponent's battle card with a cost of 3 attacks, draw a card, use Babidi. It's an evil wizard. It's a boot target. The barrier does let it live, but it being a 5k, you can't even use it to swing. It's not even a 10k combo. I don't know, man. I don't know. And also, once they see this on board, most of the time your opponents are gonna swing with their 3 costs first. You know? Actually, no. When an opponent's battle card with a cost of 3 attacks, draw a card, your opponent can just not give you the card. They can just not swing with the 3 drop. It's... I don't know. This card's kind of... eh. And also, like, red could probably just incidentally KO this with the 3-drop Gohan. You know, the one that on plays minus 10k to everything. This can be KO'd by a board wipe. And it being a 5k combo is just, I don't know, man. This is like a D+, C-, my opinion. If it was a 10k combo, it would definitely have a C though. But nah, it's a D for me. I don't like this card. Now we have another Babidi, 2 cost, 5k, 10k combo. Look at 5 cards from your deck, reveal up to 1 Majin Buu or card with Wicked Soul and special traits, and add it to your hand, place the rest in the bottom of its owner's deck in a random order. This is a cantrip. You know, you have a lot of targets. It searches for specifically Majin Buu as well. So any future Majin Buu card, you can probably search for this. And this is the first cantrip we have that costs 2 and is a 10k. Like, it's very strong. Can cheat it out of Buu, so you can like plan your turn ahead when you drop this down with Buu's effect. Just be like, oh, okay, now I can play this next turn. You know, kind of thing. This is a C. This is a C. It's definitely a better target than the Dabura 2 cost there. But yeah. Next up, we have Bibidi. It's Babidi, but with a Durag. Super combo. It's a super combo. Not sure what to tell y'all. You know, it's on theme with the other Babidi, and I think you can search for this. It's Evil Wizard, right? No, it's Wicked Soul that you can search for. So yeah, that's about it. Next, we have 2 cost, 50k, 10k combo, blocker on play. Choose up to 1 field with a cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and place it in its owner's drop. This is just unplayable, I think. No, like what? The only targets I can think of are Tournament of Power Arena, the new stage for Blue, the 1 cost stage. You know, Orange City High, something like that. Yeah, this card's kind of, it's very mid. It's a mid target as well, and also I think you have a stage or a field card as well in yellow that costs 2 or less, so in the mirror I guess you use this, but otherwise this is just a 10k combo. It's a D- for me. It's just not great. Next up we have Bulma, 1 cost, 5k, 5k combo. Activate main, switch this card to rest mode, add up to 1 yellow extra with a cost of 2 or less from your drop to your hand. This is insane. This is freaking insane with Vegeta. You have to kill him. you have to KO this card or else it's gonna go wild. Yellow Vegeta is gonna get so dirtly, so with this card, and that's annoying. I hate fighting against dirtly decks. They're so annoying. They keep comboing out. I just want the game to end, you know? This game will let you prolong your game plan a lot longer. Heck, you can even use this offensively. Just grab one of your extras that you can use during your turn. Like, this answers Broly as well. Like, let's say you used your 2-drop early, your 2-cost event, Blue Power Awakening. Play this, activate main, grab it, pop the Broly. Dead. If it's rested, right? Like, this is a great card. This is one of my favorite cards to come out of this set, just because I play Yellow Vegeta. It's an easy B+. B+ for me. Unfortunately it's not an A+ because it can't be played in every deck, but it's certainly a B+ if you're playing it in Vegeta. Next up, 2 cost, 20k, 10k combo, Vegeta. This is Wicked Soul, so this is actually a blue target as well. You actually play this in blue. Like, this is one of your better targets in my opinion. It's a 10k combo, and yeah, this is probably the best vanilla in yellow right now, just because of the leader blue. Next up, we have 4 cost, 25k, 5k combo, Vegeta. Activate main once per turn. Choose up to one of your opponent's best mode battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and KO it. Then switch this card to active mode. This card's nuts. This card's actually nuts. This thing's 25k for 4. Usually, that's basically, you know, usually a 4-drop is what, 30? Like 430, right? Like the vanilla stats. But this thing's a double attacker. You're getting 2 10k combos out of an opponent, and it KOs arrested 3 cost or less. A lot of the good cards, or a lot of cards that most decks will be playing, will be 3 costs, right? Like their good beaters are gonna be 3 costs or less. So this card will just say, oh, just KO that. Now I don't have to think about it. I don't even have to stun it. You can keep that 4-cost Goku in hand at all times, and this is just a great card. And I mean, look at this alt art over it. Holy, this alt art goes hard. I think this card can go in any deck as well, so I'm gonna give it a name. Alright, next up we have 3 costs, 25k, 5k combo, Vegeta. End of your turn, pay 1, your leader gets plus 5k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. This Sensu being on the body, this is amazing. This is actually amazing. Like, I could probably see it in some of the other yellow decks. It depends on how loose you can play with your energy, you know, how many open energy you can leave yourself up per turn. But in Vegeta, this is like A+. Now your leader is not only dirtly because of extras, now it's even dirtlier because now it's a 5k and 20k swings aren't gonna go through properly just because of this card. Holy, this card's amazing, man. I'm gonna give this a B+. This card is on par with the Bulma. This thing's amazing. It's a great upgrade for my yellow Vegeta deck, and I am so glad to include it. Next up, we have Majin Buu Pure Evil, 3 cost, 20k, 5k combo, crit. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rep mode. The crit's nice. I think that's why we don't have the 5k here on its body, but you know what? It can choose anything, put it to rest mode, and then if you have something that can stun it for the turn, you can stun a Broly, stun a Cell, stun double strikers. You basically just stun any big bombs, and then you don't have to think about it for a turn. This is a good card. It's a C. It's not a target, but there's probably better cards you could choose. The Android 18 from set 2. That thing's also a 3 cost 20k, but it's a 10k combo. Yes, it doesn't have crit, but I think the 10k combo is worth more than the crit, you know? Yeah, Next up, we have 4 cost, 30k, 10k combo, Majin Buu, Vanilla. Yeah, this is what I was talking about the the rate as well. This is a regular, like, the going rate for 4 mana, because I was thinking of that 4 cost Vegeta being 25, so yeah. But its effect is wild, so... yeah, Vanilla. Next, we have our second SR for Yerllow, which I think is the most busted card in the set. It's a 3 cost, 25k, Majin Buu, no combo, but look at this text, Barrier. This card can be chosen by the skills of your opponent's cards. Oh! The one thing I hate in Magic is Hexproof and Shroud. The fact that I can't interact with one of your bodies on board annoys me. That's why Wizards started printing the Ward mechanic. Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward pay 2 life, Ward discard a card, Ward sack a creature. Because they know how broken not being able to interact with one of your bodies is. Like, the only way to get rid of this, realistically, is with a board wipe. Mainly because if its bottom text says, when KO'd, discard 1 card from your hand, play this card from your drop in rest mode. You can't deal with this card. You have to bottom deck this thing, or put it into energy with Green's effects. That's so annoying. And actually, you can't even bottom deck this because you have to choose it as a target, so Barrier doesn't do anything. You have to use a board wipe on this single card. This thing also is just a free 25k swing every time, because you cannot get rid of it until you have like a board wipe to just wipe it off the face of the map, and it has to be a non-KO board wipe. Like, this thing just comes back and it's not a once per turn on KO effect. This is just ditch a card from your hand, play it in your drop, rest mode. Like, Yellow's known for drawing like 10 cards in a, like, why? Why print this? Why can I not interact with this thing? Oh my god, this thing's busted! Oh man. The AA though is just... the AA is solid. Yeah, the AA is very solid. I like Majin Buu, don't get me wrong, but I hate not being able to interact with this card. It's busted. I think it can go in any yellow deck, and yeah, even swinging into it feels bad just because of that on KO effect. So, yep. Next up, for all you memers out there, 4 cost, 30k, 5k combo, Meta Cooler, core, activate main, switch this card to rest mode, play up to 2 Meta Coolers with cost 3 or less from your drop in rest mode. This is specifically in a Meta Cooler deck. Specifically in a Meta Cooler deck. This is a C-, D+. Like, for all you people who are crazy enough to play Meta Cooler, go for it. I say go for it, man. I want to see this deck in action, but I don't think I'm playing it in anything, in in my decks, unfortunately. Alright, next up, we have 2 cost, 15k, 10k combo blocker. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. This is Yakon, Alien, Wicked Soul, target for Buu. Thing is, this isn't even a good target, because you have to be awakened to do the Buu effect, so this is way too late. This is just a self-awakener. It's meh, it's whatever. It's a D+, C-, it's a 15k blocker. Like, it didn't even have the audacity to have the same stat line as Knees. Like, if it had the same stat line as Knees, I'd say yes, this is great, but like 15k, this thing's just gonna get like it's an okay card. It's 10k combo. It's whatever. Next up, we have 1 cost, 5k combo, draw card, Yamu, Wicked Soul. This is a cantrip. I always rate cantrips highly. C+. They're very good in any deck you go for. And now we have 8 cantrips essentially, right, for Yerllow. Yeah, we have 8 cantrips now for Yerllow, which is great. Now they have more draw. Wow, yay! Yeah. Next up, we have 2 cost, 20k, 5k combo, on play, draw, ditch. Activate main, switch this card to rest mode if your leader has Ginyu Force in its special trait. Switch up to one of your energy to active mode. This is Recoup. This is Ginyu support. It's alright. It's very, I mean, restanding one of your energy is big. You know? Like, after you play your Recoup Ginyu, play another card. You play this card after restanding the 2 from Ginyu. Now you have one more energy to play around with Ginyu, and then you use probably like an extra card. You know, the extra card for Ginyu where buff one of your guys, it gets plus 5, I think, 5k for each Ginyu Force on the field. So yeah, I think this is a good card for Ginyu. Just for Ginyu though, so because of that, it's just like a C- to me. Just a lot better options out there. But yeah, it's just locked Ginyu. I don't play Ginyu, my buddy does play Ginyu, and he's probably gonna put that in. Alright, next card, we have 1 cost, extra. Activate main, KO one of your battle cards. If your leader is Majin Buu, draw 2 cards. Activate battle, choose your leader up to one of your battle cards and it gets plus 15,000 for the turn. I mean for the battle. This is decent. It's decent enough. You play your cantrip, KO the cantrip, then you just plus 1, I believe, right? Because cantrip is net 0. You play this, you draw 2. Yeah. Cantrip, net 0. Sack the cantrip by playing this card. You draw 2 cards, but you use the cantrip. Yeah. It's a U+, right? Like, the only thing is this is only used in Majin Buu because, you know, it says if your leader is Majin Buu. Like, oh, what else can you do? You can also target your own Buu, but you're net neutral there because you have to ditch a card for the on KO effect for Buu. So yeah, this is only for emergencies, I think. I don't know. I don't even know if you play it, honestly. So yeah. Next up, we have Energy Absorption. 1 cost extra. Activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode, and it can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. Then if that card has a cost of 4 or more, draw a card. This is a great card. 1 cost, like, you do have ways to rest your guys, like the evil Majin Buu that we just saw a while ago. Decent enough. If it costs 4 or more, draw a card. Like, that's not bad. Right, it's a cantrip essentially, so I'm gonna rate it like C-, D+, around there. Next up, 2 cost extra. Paparapa. Activate main, switch one of your Babidi battle cards to rest mode. Choose up to 2 of your battle cards with cost 4 or less and Wicked Soul in their special traits, and switch them to active mode. This is great for aggression. Like, you can just choose 2 of your 3 cost Buus, and then they'll just swing again for 25. That is nasty. I don't know what other 4 costs you can play. Probably the vanilla. But yeah, I think this is a great card. If we get more good evil wizards, I think this will be a powerhouse. Maybe. I don't know. Just because you can essentially all of your, like, 2 of your 4 cost or less Wicked Soul basically turn into double attackers, right? But right now most of our Wicked Soul stuff is kind of mid, but yeah. I'd say this is like a D+. You'd probably be using that 2 energy to do something else, you know? Next up, we have Babidi Spaceship. 2 costs, extra. It's a field card auto. Your turn once per turn when your Babidi or your battle card with Wicked Soul in its special traits is played, choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with a cost of 4 or less, and it can't switch to active mode during your opponent's turn. So basically this synergizes really well with your leader. End of turn, you play Wicked Soul or, you know, a Babidi, and then it's like anything that's 4 or less is just stunned. And it's gonna be stunned as long as you keep doing leader effect, or as long as you keep playing a battle card with Wicked Soul. Honestly, I can see this being like you just keep playing like the normal yellow package that you usually get. I don't know if you want to play Raccoon Ginyu in this stuff, but you play like the other stuff that isn't Wicked Soul or Babidi. And then once leader effect, end of turn leader effect happens, you play it, and now you just stun one thing. It's kind of free in a sense. Yeah, this is alright. C minus, same thing. Yeah. Next up, we have 3 cost, Final Explosion. It's an extra card. Choose all of your opponent's battle cards that cost 3 or less and switch them to rest mode, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's rest mode battle cards that cost 4 or less and KO. This is great. This is just great. Great removal all around. 3 cost. Although, just finding the right timing for this is weird. I feel like in yellow, you want to be playing bodies more than playing this extra. I think the one who can get away with playing this is just, Vegeta. Oh man, if they ever print a Cyan Searcher in yellow, it's gonna be over. Just because we have a lot of good Cyan cards in there. Saiyan? Super Saiyan? Yeah, Saiyan cards, Cyan cards. But yeah, I think this is a great card. It's just weird that it says 3 or less and then switch them to rest mode and then 4 or less it KOs. Like, I guess it is too strong if it's 4, if you could rest up with 2 for all of your 4 or less, because that's basically everything in the game. But yeah, 3 costs are like your like middle ground, your big beaters as well from time to time. But yeah, this is okay, I think. It's a cool card though. I like the art. I will rate it a bit higher than the feel. Yeah, because I do like my KO effects. Out of sight, out of mind is what I like to think. Like, the field, yes, it stuns it for the turn, but this one you just get rid of whatever was annoying you in the first place. But yeah. Next up, we have 1 cost extra, Sealed Majin. Activate battle, choose one of your leaders or up to one of your battle cards, and it gets plus 10k for the turn. For the battle, then that card gets plus 5k power for the battle to each card with Wicked Soul and special traits in your area. So because with Majin Buu, with your leader effect, this will always be 15k power minimum. If you have more, and you will have more because that 3 cost Majin Buu will stay on the field. This is like one energy, 1 mana combo for like 20 essentially. Like this is an amazing card. Probably one of the best defensive tools that you'll have, or even offensive, because it's an activate battle. You can do it when you swing into something as well, right? Like, I think this is pretty high on my field. I think this is the highest I've actually rated some of the extras, just because yellow has has a ton of extra cards that just go well with their archetypes at times, and it's like, okay. But yeah, this thing is pretty good in Majin Buu specifically. So to see, I'd rate it above most of these cards. But yeah, that's it for me. My final thoughts on yellow is that I really think they shouldn't have printed barrier. I don't know. I don't like not being able to interact with my opponent's cards. It's why I like playing control, and it's just not good. I don't know. That's me. I don't like not being able to interact with anything. So yeah, that's about it. See you guys. Bye.